Promoting good governance is one of the key issues that will be addressed at the upcoming virtual Annual Procurement Conference taking place from the 24th to the 25th of November. The conference is organised by the Association of Proposal Management Professionals South Africa, APMP, and the Smart Procurement World. To help us unpack this, we are joined via Zoom by Larissa Cornelius, the Chairperson of the Association of Proposal Management Professionals South Africa. Larissa, a very good morning to you. Thanks for joining us. Welcome.
Hi, good morning. Thanks for having me on.
Give us some background into what the Association of Proposal Management Professionals South Africa is and what are the core functions of this organisation?
Sure. So essentially we are a non-profit professional association for those to help develop the career of our members. So we're really a member association, and our members are those who are wanting to do the right business in the right way, but really also to master the science and art of winning business. And it's really, the functions is to not only uplift the skills, we've got the only international accreditation for proposal professionals, but also to drive good governance, to make sure people who are responding to tenders and proposals are following a code of ethics, and to close the skills gaps, to make sure they understand the various regulations effectively, not only through international best practices, but also understanding the South African context, and that's where the South African chapter comes in.
What really necessitated this conference?
I think there's no better time than now, really considering the current social economic status, even looking at state capture, looking at sort of the recent PPE scandals. I think there's no better time than now for us to collectively come together. And in fact, we thought it's a great time for us to collaborate with Smart Procurement World so we can bring both sides of the table. But we've also recently quite excitedly announced on the conference that we're also joining forces with the Association of Black Professionals. And it's really about, bringing this collaboration together to incite growth, important discussion, to close the skills gap, but also for us to start to change the game and to have these discussions around some of these topics from both sides or all sides of the tables to make sure that we start building, I suppose, working towards a better future.
Let's talk about the content. What are some of the key themes that will be addressed at this conference?
So really our key theme for this year is Rands versus Cents. And it's really about, exploring and understanding the difference between, best practice, being price sensitive, but also making sure that there's actually value and concept, looking at the different concept of value. We're going to be teaching proposal best practices or talking about proposal best practices. There's going to be real case studies of businesses sharing how they've applied certain practices and what those results are. We're going to get a sales perspective of what it is like to sell in the new normal, as well as a perspective of, what companies have learned around through corruption allegations and how they've overcome that and what they're trying to do. We're going to be having discussions, or we're going to have procurement people talking about what the future of the state-owned enterprises is going to look like, what the future of procurement is going to look like. So it's really an all mix around very important discussions, great lessons to be learned, some great insights from international colleagues of what they're doing and how we can maybe perhaps use some of those in a South African context. And then obviously a very strong South African context on really how we can move forward. So some really insightful sessions, some are going to be really fun, as well as some great networking that will be available on Tuesday and Wednesday.
And just picking up on that point, you were speaking of corruption, and just undeniably, the entrenchment of civil society is vital for good corporate governance in South Africa. And having said that, what really is the role of civil society as a watchdog in terms of promoting good governance?
I think that role is becoming larger by the day, and I think it is really up to us to get together through organised associations where we're representing members to start to have a voice for the industry. And I think it's critical that we keep pressure as a watchdog, but more so that pressure then starts getting put into not only into the public space, but to businesses to make sure that they're putting the right steps in governance and that they are putting the right processes in place to make sure that corruption and fraud, really that there needs to be a zero tolerance to it. And civil society plays the key role in that.
And to take us through what will be on the table then between the 24th and the 25th of November.
I'm sure, yeah. So we have a lot of sessions that will be run. We try to keep them really interactive and powerful interactions. So they're really going to be 20-minute sessions maximum, high impact presentations. There's going to be a lot of panels. So we're going to get some perspectives from, what the future of procurement is going to be, how BE plays a role within the procurement's view of what they feel, the most of their proposals that they're receiving. We've got a really chock-a-block full program, which you'll be able to find the full program on the APMP website, which is www.apmp.org.za, as well as on the Smart Procurement website. If you log on there and you go under the Indaba, you'll be able to get the full conference. But really, we've got a great lineup of really great key experts who are going to come and talk to us. That's going to come and share with attendees a lot of value. The sessions will be recorded, so members can also go and catch up on some of the sessions that they might miss. We've got some great live networking, and the online session really allows you to have really this face-to-face interaction. So we'll have tables where you can have about 4 people having conversations. People can come just watch the conversations. Mm-hmm. We've got an amazing expo. On top of that, APSA is sponsoring the Enterprise Supplier Development Expo. And, for those who maybe don't want to attend the entire conference, can certainly come and log on and come and see and support small businesses and all the businesses who've got their expo happening on the 26th of November, which is a free entry. But if you want to join, come in and join the conference, because we're going to have fantastic sessions in the APMP slot and with Smart Procurement World.
All right, sounds very interesting, Larissa. Thank you so much for giving us that update, and all the best in organizing it.
Thank you so much. Look forward to seeing everybody there.
All right, certainly. That is Larissa Cornelius, the chairperson of the Association of Proposal Management Professionals South Africa, speaking to us about the Annual Procurement Conference taking place from the 24th to the 25th of November.